See a really interesting ruck duel here today too. Shani Layton's ruck work has really improved from when she first started. Brianne Moody's been in some great form last week, and same with Al Downey, so this will be a great battle today.
The Pies are chasing history, the Blues are looking to repeat it. It's the old rivals, Carlton and Collingwood at Icon Park. Layton to Rowe, she delivers inside 50 for the first time. What a start for the Pies. Jordan Allen gets on the end of it, 45 from goal, and that'll be 50 against Chloe Dalton. And the Magpies will be on the board in the first 25 seconds of the game.
Unbelievable start. Shani Layton with it straight out of the middle. Great handball, good follow-up ruck work, and she's hit it right out here.
There's the development in Shani Layton's game, isn't it? The ball fell in her lap, and just her ability to drive the legs and find her teammate by hand.
First blow to the Pies. When you dream of perfect starts as a coach, Beck, you dare not dream that big.
No, you don't. I can't believe that's the start that happened. It certainly was the exact opposite last Friday night with Carlton versus Richmond, where they had the jump out of the start. So great start from the Pies.
Jordan Allen on the board. The coach, Steve Simon, says she prefers more comfortable at half-back. He's been using her as a forward. She's another one of these young talents who can play anywhere.
There's the 50-metre penalty. You just, guts would sink if you're a Carlton player seeing that happen. It's a gift of a goal, made an absolute certainty of it. But Jordan Allen, she's someone to watch as well. Has had injury concerns in her first season, but it'll be good to see her with a clean run at it as well.
There is Malloy in the middle, tackled by Egan, had to release the handball. Dalton will be plenty motivated after that early mistake. Bouncing football inside 50, beat Vesio. Livingston at the back. Swooping through was Lambert. Quick hands, Livingston. Blind handball out to defensive 50. Malloy spins through one, beats two, gone a third time.
Didn't get free after a brilliant tackle from Loynes, but you love her attack and her tenacity with the footy there.
Loynes to press Barkas, and now Egan. And this is a hot start between two quality teams.
Yeah, Chloe Malloy, having spent a lot of time out of the game, you like her attacking the footy and taking it on like that.
Egan from 45 attacks the goal square to Harris.
Well, it didn't take too long for Taylor Harris to pull the first one down.
There's the free kick. Prespakis couldn't hold her, but the old wise head of Katie Loynes nailed her in the tackle. And now Harris to respond for the Blues, and she does. It's a goal apiece. Well, that is a scintillating first couple of minutes of AFLW football. And Prespakis gets into Lambert, and there's going to be a free kick. It's going to go into the middle. The Blues are going to need to be heads up here. It's going to be a Collingwood free kick. They will have to wait the 30 seconds before Lambert can take it. And the Blues will all push back now to the very back edge of the arc. They can't go into the arc. They're in the arc. So Lambert's going to get the free kick.
Well, this is a bit silly here.
It's going against Prespakis. It's going to Lambert in the centre of the ground. And Days, the rule when it's a free kick out of the middle like that, does the 5-6-5 still apply, or is that now broken down? Because at the moment, everyone's just flooded back. No one seems to know. Kick inside 50. Moody head camped herself back there. Egan, Prespakis. Hosking soccers off the deck. That's Sarah Hosking. Harris comes forward. She's got Livingston for company early. Livingston tries to win it at ground level. Couldn't quite control it. Loynes comes in over the top. It's flipped out. 3 Collingwood players in that tackle.
Not sure about the subtlety of that rule when it's a free kick, Chase. No idea. I probably should check in case that scenario pops up in one of my games. But the Prespakis free kick is interesting. We saw her tagged last week and it got to her early. It looks like it might be getting to her a little bit again today. She worked through it last week, so hopefully she does that again today.
Moody, Prespakis and Dalton, but they couldn't quite control it. Tackle there on Michaela Cann. Comes back to Moody. Had a huge summer or off-season as Malloy just punches it out wide into the path of Benici. She's got 5 metres on Prespakis. Goes with the left. Beautiful delivery. Perfect. Lace out ball to Ash Sheridan. She switches it inboard to Chiocci. Pies full of run so far in season 2020. Developing this run link game. And here's Sheridan again. The Irish woman delivers it inside 50. Over the head of Darcy. Leighton split the pack, creates a crumb. Here's Sarah Rowe, gets back onto her right, squeezes a kick to the top of the square. Darcy versus Moody, chance for the Pies. Tackle from Pound, back to Darcy, snaps at goal. And just misses.
On her preferred left foot there. Darcy would be disappointed from that range, but great build-up from Collingwood. They're looking clean so far today, using all the space on the ground.
Harrington goes outside 50, 2-on-2. Egan beautifully off the hands of the contest. She's got Malloy for company at the moment. Lovely kick. Taylor Harris didn't have to break stride, then tried to play on. Livingston had it in the moment's loss for the Blues. Now a chance for Collingwood to counter-attack. Rowe pops a handball over the top. Malloy under pressure from Egan, forces it forward. Darcy couldn't take it cleanly. Vesio coming the other way, gathers the football. Now a chance for the Blues. She delivers to half forward. Good body work there from Butler, works Stevens under the football. Stevens comes back, takes her down. Free kick in the back. Collingwood's way, and it's a hot pace early, Beck.
It is, and it's what we expected, and some goal scoring early too. We know that this is what AFLW has got the capability to do on a perfect day like this.
Yeah, no win, that's the big difference. That's the key this afternoon. This ball can ping around to both ends. Both these teams, Days, love to play quick football.
Yeah, the quick ball movement is what's setting it up. We're seeing a lot of one-on-one contests and quality play from both sides so far.
Moody against Leighton. What a contest that's going to be this afternoon. Neither an effective tap. Dalton goes at it against Kiochi. Really good start this from Egan. Such poise. Off to Moody, who can thump it long. Doesn't make good contact on this occasion. It'll work for G. She gathers at 50. Pops to Harris. Went to go back to G, but she went to ground, so she held the handball. Still a chance for the Blues. Doonan is thumped into the ground by O'Day in a vigorous tackle.
Vigorous is right.
Ebony O'Day buries her into the ground. And that's the scouting report on Ebony O'Day. She's all in at every contest. G, quick hands. Pressparkas bent it across the body. Awkward bounce. Livingston did well, got a hand to it, knocked it out.
It's Benici with the job on Pressparkas at the moment, running with her everywhere. But word is from our correspondent, Georgie Parker, that it might be O'Day that goes to her at times today as well.
Head down to George shortly and get her thoughts at ground level. Harris in the ruck against Leighton. Tried to palm it down to Pressparkas. Leighton meets her solidly. Here's Sheridan, so impressive in just her second game. Kiochi looks for an option, tries to hit it up and does it well. Gets it to Michaela Can. Can will sweep it wide. Malloy has got a bit of time. Needs some movement down the line. In the end, she just kicks blindly straight to Jess Hosking. Hosking wants to switch. She's got her sister right across the ground. It's a slightly dangerous kick, but perfectly weighted. Cleared Lambert and found Sarah. Harrington, run from behind. Little chip over the top. Misses the target, Brazali. Coming in the other direction is Membry. She left it behind. McAvoy needs an option. Popped a handball, coughed it up. Membry, Allen, great tackle. McAvoy came back for more. Here's Benici, clean hands. Did well. Got it out to Casey. Casey goes inboard and now Allen.
She's got her, she goes quick.
And she does, spots it. Good work from Pound, got back, got into the road of Rowe, and the numbers arrive en masse for the Blues. Gab Pound to Jess Hosking. Ambitious kick, and she misses it.
Great composure from Casey there, just to look laterally. She looked up, saw all Carlton jumpers who'd gotten back quickly. Instead of just blazing away to their numbers, she looked inboard and found that kick just to slow play up.
Benici goes in the Leighton direction against Downey. Almost completed the mark, but not quite. Danger at the back here. Here's a chance for Alexander. Hits it towards the top of the square. It's a one-on-one and a wonderful mark from Harrington against fine opposition in Lambert.
If not already, she's going to be one of the best defenders in the comp, I think, Harrington. Fantastic one-on-one, can play on smalls and talls because she's strong enough and athletic enough. But then we saw just earlier her dash as well. Once Carlton turn it over, she's very good with ball in hand.
Brazali to Pound, another of these players they love to get the ball in the hands of on the way out. Under some pressure, called to go. Butler did well. Forced a hurried kick. Malloy spoils from behind on Egan. Sliding in his row, runs straight into Grace Egan. playing just her second game. Leads the game at the moment with 4 touches, 4 to Egan, 4 to Pressparkis and 4 to Malloy. So some of the big names involved early here. Egan slaps it away. Benici runs onto it, throws her boot, gets some distance. Alexander with a couple to beat in the air and almost did. At ground level, support arrives. Quick handball from Can. Sheridan couldn't control it. McAvoy just so strong in the hips, but the handball intercepted. It was intended for Plain. Loyne's there to try and tidy up. Now Brazzali. Brazzali goes to a one-on-one, and that's a fantastic mark again from Stevens, and we are seeing some great one-on-one battles at the moment. Stevens' handball was a little optimistic. The Blues will benefit from a free kick and advantage. Brazzali can run away. She's had a bounce, looks for an option. They're all peeling back towards the forward 50. Livingston couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Danger here for the Pies. G, good tackle on Brazel. Got the hands free. Porter kicks to the middle of the ground. Good football again from the Pies on the way out. This is Can.
You can see the players are just slowing down here. It's been a pretty hot few minutes and the ball's been on the other side of the field. They haven't been able to do any rotations probably as much as they'd like both sides at the moment. Everything's just slowing down a bit.
Casey goes short. You can see today in the still conditions, the ball movement's been superb. So far going by foot, Collingwood, 77%. The Blues at 63. High kick inside 50. Off hands, beautifully roved there by Fowler. High kick, needed a bounce, didn't quite get it, minor score. Pies looking good early. Hosking gains some territory, Jess. Kicks towards Plain against Malloy. Malloy has the advantage in the air, hits the ground, Benici, tackled by Pressparkis. Pressparkis sinks the boot into it. Livingston's got to stand tall. Stevens came over the top. The non-officiating umpire, who was 40 metres away, has called the free kick. In the back, going the way of Stacey Livingston. And what a defensive rock she is for this side.
She's brave backing into that one there.
Livingston punches it to the 50. It's a beautiful kick and it finds Allen. Just managed to sneak away from Wilson. Turns, looks inboard. Her kick misses the target. Fowler's got to go back and get it. Coming the other way is Doonan. Fowler puts it on the boot quickly into the path of Rowe versus Downey. Rowe's got some speed if she can pick the football up. Downey just sweats on her. Does well. Corrals her to the line. Good defensive play by Elle Downey. Nervous moment for her. She kept her head. The boundary line was her friend. Towards the line again. Malloy can't quite control it. Early thoughts, Beck Goddard.
It's really even. I think Carlton are getting their numbers back well to stop the score here, or at least putting that pressure on to cause a behind. But I do think that both sides are suffering with the heat now. Just probably quite happy to ride out the quarter here and reset.
Ball back into play after a frenetic opening off the hands of Downey and Fowler. O'Day at the back, pops the little handball to Rowe, put her under pressure, and Chiocci did likewise. Blues ball pressure, telling there, but Brooke Walker's blind kick went straight to Livingston. She fashions one off the left, great vision, and poise under pressure finds Benici. Benici goes down the line towards Sheridan, and she marks. Ash Sheridan, what a prospect she is. 23-year-old from Mullahoran in County Carvin. Kicks to forward 50. Wilson read it well. Plain engaged her opponent, and Wilson was the third in. Took the uncontested mark. Squares it to Hosking. Hosking shows way too much of the football. It was a dangerous kick. It was intended for Pound, but it allowed Memory to get a run at it. And she can go short to Chiocci. So a loose kick coming out of defence from Jess Hosking will give Steph Chiocci, who's looking around for Malloy, who's setting up. Egan would do well to keep an eye on her here. Doonan spotted it.
Within range here for Chiocci, though. She's a raking kick for a small player.
And Malloy was thinking about the give-off. Livingston comes past as well, but in the end, Chiocci goes herself. Will it have the carry? It won't quite. It's still alive. Front of the goal square. Danger for the Blues. Free kick Pies. So with 2 minutes remaining in the opening term, Jordan Memory with an opportunity to kick her first for the season. 5 games for the Brisbane Lions in 2017. Spent last year with the Gold Coast team. So 2 years ago with the Gold Coast team. 3 games at Collingwood last year. And now a goal. The Pies get their second. So repeat pressure from Collingwood gets the result in the end. The turnover from Jess Hosking costly. Kiochi's kick falls short. Mad scramble in the goal square. Membry gets the free kick and the Pies get their second goal.
Here's the free kick, just a bit messy with the tackle, lingered a bit too long, so definitely there, and a great finish from Membry.
So Chloe Dalton again giving away the free kick, results in a goal.
Membry took a good mark just before that to set Kiochi up in the first place too, so great to see her then press on forward and get a goal.
So the margin 8 points in favour of the Pies. Here's Egan again, gets a free kick for a hold in the middle. Just over 1.5 minutes remaining. No one stands the mark, so she creeps an extra 5 metres. Just pops the kick high inside 50. Vesio at the front. Couldn't quite complete it. Moody crashed through. Vesio got a hand in on Brazel. It comes to Egan again. So poised in traffic. Throws it on her boot. Stevens out of position. Livingston hauls in the defensive mark.
Livingston has been very solid today. She winning her one-on-ones. There was another one with Taylor Harris high up the ground where Taylor Harris looked to take her on, but just did enough to slow her down, and then the intercept mark there looking good.
Moody casting the role of a rover. Quick hands to Egan, who had it and lost it. Membry gets a boot to it. The Pies have got numbers around this ball. Benici gets a Shepherd, pushes it down the line. Will it stay in for Dargan? It won't. It'll be a Carlton ball.
They were out too. Sarah Darcy had lengthened well on her own. About 30 metres of space around her in the forward 50 if that stayed in.
They're going to call it a throw-in. So they're saying Dargan got there before the line and carried it over. Moody at the back got the tap, but only as far as Casey, who slapped it in the Membry direction. In fact, it was Malloy and McAvoy, and heavy contact from Casey, who is a wrecking ball.
She only knows one way, Sophie Casey. Hard.
She hits hard. And Maddie Pressbarker's felt it there and then put it out of bounds on the full.
Do you think the game's becoming more physical, Days?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think as the athleticism and strength of players increases, but also the game understanding and knowing how far within the rules you can take your physicality. Better coaching means that side of the game's encouraged a lot more.
Livingston's kick towards the wing. Leighton almost. Umpire put the whistle to the mouth, and there's Pressbarker slow to get up again. She has copped a few heavy hits in this opening term, and one suspects that might be her lot for the next 10 or 15 years.
So
Shevlin did well. Feeds a handball to Malloy. 5 seconds left. Can the Pies take a mark? Wilson went back, couldn't control it. Needs to lay the tackle and does. Really entertaining opening term at Icon Park. The Pies take the early honours. And at quarter time, it's Collingwood 2-2-14. The Blues won straight 6 on Sunday afternoon football.